I actually got my start in the auto industry about 10 years ago, and I was with Mini. I started with Mini. Prior to that, I had no sales experience, no retail experience. I actually came from the design industry, from architecture. And Mini was a good brand to start with because, coming from the design industry, obviously the aesthetics were there. And so I really believed in the product. It was a great product to sell, I always thought. And I would also think to myself, like, man, I don't think I would ever want to sell anything else, like another brand. Um, and so I think believing in the product really had a lot to do with my success. Over the years, I placed top 5 in the nation, top 10 in the nation for a couple of years. And but as the years progressed, I also started to really think about what was making me successful, right? Why I was being successful at it. Sure, believing in the product, I'm sure, had a lot to do with it, but I really began to break down how I felt and how I thought and how I visioned or how I viewed my job, my career, and what I did. And I started to realize that, sure, I was in the car business, in the car industry. But more importantly, I was in the people business. And once I really understood that, then, I was always doing it subconsciously, but then I started to really pay more attention to the customer and the customer's needs and wants, and really having empathy for the customer and for the client and for their needs and why it is that they want these things or why it is that they need these things. And I think really for anyone in any industry, once you understand that concept of being in the people business, first and foremost, above everything else, I think once you understand that, you know everything can then start to change for the better in your business, because then you can start to reformulate every interaction you have, and then start to think of every interaction as a relationship building experience versus a transactional experience. So if you're in the real estate business, in the car business, in the cell phone business, in construction, anything, first and foremost, put yourself in the people business. And that's how here at Driven, that's how we see it. We're in the car business, but more importantly, we are in the people business.